make lemonade. Okay. Let's go to work.
That's the signal! Go, 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 go!
Six!
It's beautiful! Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude!
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. And we haven't talked about this for a while. Willis Automotive Detailing. Get your vehicle looking its best. Make your car sparkle this summer with Willis Automotive Detailing. You can start that detailing process at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comment section. Phone lines are now open at 515-517-2303. And you can follow us on our social media channels. Good morning, Ross Peterson. How you doing there, buddy?
Something funky, man. Something funky. We're on a bit of a delay. You're jumping in over top of the intros. I don't know what's happening, but it's all right. It's Monday, and here we go. Here we go. Here they come, baby. Let's make lemonade.
Yeah, it's weird. I see a little flash in my camera, and then right before we went on the air, you just totally disappeared.
It's all right. You know what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
We're gonna persevere. That's what champions do.
We're gonna do something. Is what we're gonna do.
How was your weekend? Did you do something over the weekend?
I went to the College World Series on Friday. I didn't go to any games. We had a tailgate down there, so I was entertaining clients from 11 till like 7 o'clock. That was good. That was a good time. I'm going to go to the College World Series tonight. I've got tickets to the 6 o'clock game between Georgia and Oklahoma, so I'll be down there for that. Otherwise, I mowed the yard. I did yard work. Yesterday was unique. It was such a beautiful morning. I got up like at 6 o'clock, took all the stuff off the patio furniture. I lit the fire, and I just sat by because it was like 65 degrees or something like that. So I was just like, all right, we'll just hang out outside for a little bit.
The way that's one of those expectation things. When the way you started that sentence, when you go, it was a beautiful day. I woke up. We took off the. I thought you were going to say Christmas lights. And I was going to be like, oh, it's June. And then you said, and I was like, oh, no. Look at this guy. Good for you, man. That's a productive weekend.
Am I a bad parent, husband, in the fact that I've never hung Christmas lights on my house? Now, I've put them in the bushes. I've got some bushes out front where about 10, 15 years ago, we did some Christmas lights just on the bushes. I've never physically put lights on the house.
Neither have I.
Thank you.
Now, did I answer your question? No. You and I are both we both fall way short. But man, I love Christmas lights. It's like I love it when other people do it. I like going to the neighborhood. I like when a neighborhood buys in, like everybody in the neighborhood buys into it. You know what I mean? You've seen the neighborhood. We've all seen the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's like, it's neighborhood competition, whether it's the greenest yard in the neighborhood, the best landscaping in the neighborhood, but then it goes to we got to have Halloween decorations. We got to have Thanksgiving.
This isn't competition. This is organization. This is community. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen this?
You don't think that's competition?
Trav, do you not understand what have you seen one of the communities where everybody does it the exact same?
I've never seen that.
Everybody does all white lights. And
I've never seen that.
And then they've got the sidewalk lined around the entire community. You never seen one of those?
Mm-mm.
Dude, we got one like just where Murph used to live. In the old Beaverdale. It's like south of Beaverdale is what I would. There's a couple of areas where like for blocks. I think they all save their milk jugs all year long. And that way they can lay out their milk jugs. You've seen the milk jug white light thing.
Well, I've seen those are luminaries. So where they either do like plastic bags or they'll do the white jugs. Yeah. Like our neighborhood just over the street does that on the same day every year. Now, it doesn't cross the street. Nobody on this side of the street does it. It starts
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the whole neighborhood. Then there's this one house down in Carlisle. It's not a very big house. It's not. If you drove past it, well, I mean, if it didn't have decorations up, it would just be a corner lot in Carlisle. But this dude goes, when I say all out, Travis, like his entire yard is filled with the giant. Some of it's big blow up Santa. Some of it is carousel. You know what I mean? Did I say carousel? It's a carousel.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He has tons of huge Christmas things. Covers every inch of his yard. And then he does it for every holiday.
So he has Halloween, Thanksgiving.
Got to have a freaking storage sheds full of themed stuff.
See, that just kind of freaks me out because it just screams way too much work for me, right? I mean, that's a lot of work.
Puts in a lot of time to it. There was a house in Pleasant Hill that it had a Christmas explosion, really like tastefully done. You know what I mean? It didn't look gaudy or bad, but the joke was always like, oh, that's where Santa lives. Because they were, but no, for me, never. And Audrey asks. That's the one thing that Audrey asks for that I don't do.
All you have to do is say, your dad could die if he got up on a ladder.
I'm going to use that. I'm going to make
you don't want that.
I'm going to go, oh, you want dad to die?
Yeah.
You want dad to die?
The closest I've come to the Christmas lights, and you've seen these, and my wife put her foot down and said, absolutely not, is you can go to Menards, you can go to, Home Depot, but you get like the spotlights you put out in the front yard that illuminate up and they like put stars all over it. Yeah. She's like, we either go all in or you don't half-ass it. She goes, that's half-assing it.
I felt like when you said you threw some lights on the bushes, I was like, that's half-assing it right there. That's about as...
Don't disagree with you. Yeah. And that's why we stopped doing it. Because it's just like...
More than I ever did. That's not when I say it's half-assing it. At least I've no-assed it. I've no-assed it. You half-assed it.
You were in Illinois this weekend, correct?
I was in Illinois this weekend. Yeah. Crossed the river. Went to a town called Milan. Looked like Milan. Weather's beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go to Milan, weather's beautiful. We were there for a wedding. My cousin's daughter got married. It was an awesome little venue, man. One of those like barn dominium type. I don't know what that's a different terminology in real estate, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where they've taken the back part of their 40 acres and turned it into a wedding venue. Beautiful rural setting out in the middle of Farmville, Iowa, and Illinois. Everybody knows the scenery I was in. It was beautiful. We had an awesome time. Lots of fun. Danced and laughed.
Did you spend the night over there or did you come back the same night?
Dude, here's a story I didn't think I'd tell you. So we're driving over there. This was kind of a last minute deal because this was initially a wedding where they had said they didn't want kids coming. And so I wasn't going to be able to make it. So I saw my cousin and said to her, man, sorry, I won't be able to make it to the wedding. Got the kids. She's like, oh, that didn't mean you. Bring the kids. So we brought the kids. But it was a last minute deal. So I let Eli and Audrey, while we're driving over there Friday, and we took Dad over there with us too. I said, you kids pick the hotel. You guys find a good hotel that has a good pool you want to swim in. And Eli's like, Dad, this place has no vacancies. This place has no vacancies. He's like 8, 9 hotels into the Quad Cities, and there's no vacancies.
What's going on over the Quad Cities?
We couldn't, and we're assuming like youth baseball tournament, right? And it turned out that was one of the things. Probably a bunch of teams preparing for the slump busters.
That's right. Getting ready for week number 2.
Yeah. So, but the hotels are no vacancies. We finally find a hotel that has 2 rooms vacant because we got Dad with us. It's in LeClaire, Iowa. Do you know LeClaire? Does that sound familiar? You ever seen the show American Pickers?
Is that that's where they're from, right?
Their little antique shop is in LeClaire. But we got the hotel in LeClaire for A, it's the only vacancies we could find. But B, good news is my cousin lives in Mount Pleasant, which is right there by LeClaire. So we're right in the heart of all of it. Okay. We get the last 2 hotel rooms of this hotel. We roll in at like 3:00 to check in, and there's not a car in the parking lot. It looks like an abandoned hotel.
Now you're getting kind of freaked out.
Dude, it looks like, and Audrey even said, this looks like the back rooms. Does that reference mean anything to you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, we'll get to that. This is actually like 2 hotels, Travis. It's an old Comfort Inn, and it's an old, and then there's like a Mainstay Suites, and we were staying in the Mainstay Suites, but there's no cars in the parking lot. We checked in. I didn't ask at the time. Normally, I would have been like, hey, you guys had 2 vacancies. There's no cars here. Must be a kids' baseball tournament. That's the only thing we can come up with, right? So Saturday morning, we wake up again. Fun night, Friday night at the wedding. Saturday morning, we wake up. We're having breakfast in the hotel, and the hotel is filled with people. They are all of a certain age group, and they are all wearing identifiable clothes.
They're on a bus tour.
You're nailing it. They weren't
When you
necessarily
say
on
a certain age group, you're talking like 65 plus.
You're nailing it. They were all from Michigan. They weren't on a bus tour. They were getting ready to get on a bus. They had been on a river boat tour up and down the Mississippi. They were raving about it. They were raving about it. They were like, that. We wish so much we could get back on that boat. It was such a good time. I had Audrey with me, and I'm like, were there kids? And they're like, oh, there were kids. This one lady talked like she was from Wisconsin. We had such a fun conversation with this lady. She was about 4'3", almost as wide as she was tall. She was just awesome. She talked like this. She was from Michigan, but she talked like she was from Wisconsin. Oh, you'd love it. Oh, the boat. It had these big paddles. But the paddles didn't paddle. The food. It was called a Twilight Cruise. And so what they had done was bust from Michigan to the Quad Cities. Got on the paddle boat in the Quad Cities and went up the river to Dubuque. And the lady had never been to Dubuque. And I'm like, oh, Dubuque, that's a pretty town. Did you enjoy that? And she goes, well, I don't see so good, but everybody said it was beautiful. Chad was there. My cousin, L.A. Peterson. He was there. He was outside when I was having the conversation with the lady. Chad, that's about how it went.
So all they did was go to Dubuque?
Up to Dubuque and then back down to the Quad Cities on a paddle boat, riverboat cruise. Twilight cruise, which I would have thought meant just at night. 84 miles on the river or something like that.
Because I believe there is a Viking boat that goes from like the Quad Cities or somewhere all the way down to New Orleans and back. Like you can do, but those are like $7,000-$8,000. So that's expensive.
I didn't ask her how much this thing was.
Interesting. Wow. Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
Tyler says it's not quite the Viking River one. Okay. All right. Yeah. They weren't Viking themed. They were all wearing little blue name tags, had their names on it. I can't remember. I don't remember.
My name's Joan.
Probably Ruth.
Ruth, Joan, Mary, Esther.
She did. I forgot. She went. I said, what'd you think of Dubuque? She went, Dubuque is beautiful. I mean, I don't see so good. But everybody said it was beautiful. It's a pretty town.
Last time I was in Dubuque, I went to watch the Dubuque Fighting Saints play the Des Moines Buccaneers in the USHL Clark Cup playoffs. We were so drunk. We're at the top of the arena, and this is early 90s where I'm sitting up there going, David Duke, mayor of Dubuque. David Duke. Because that's the time when David Duke, remember that? He was like,
I remember David Duke.
He like converged on Iowa, and I think it was Dubuque, to where he had like this rally. And so we were just stupid young 20-year-olds yelling stupid stuff.
He was a part of the Klan, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's wild to think about. That guy was running ran for president?
I think he did. He ran for something.
In like the 1980s. Wow. What a time to be alive. We've seen some shit, man.
I think every generation sees some shit. Our parents saw shit.
We haven't seen nearly as anyway.
We do have a busy week coming up, folks, and I'm excited about really the next 2 weeks. We haven't promoted it a lot because I get a little nervous promoting stuff when it comes to lining up interviews, but over the next 2 weeks, we're going to be doing hours with the ADs, and our hour with the AD segment starts tomorrow. Brian Harden from Drake will spend the 7 to 8 o'clock hour with us, talking about all things Drake and really what goes into being the AD at Drake. Then on Wednesday, Megan Franklin from Northern Iowa will be joining us for a complete hour. That again from 7 to 8. Next Monday, Beth Getz from the University of Iowa is scheduled to join us. Then I believe on Wednesday, the 24th, Jamie Pollard is scheduled to join us for a complete hour. So as we close out June, hours with the ADs. I'm looking forward to this, Russ, because I think every conversation is going to be different. Each school is unique. They have their unique problems. They have their unique advantages. I think these are going to be fun conversations.
I'm really excited about this, Travis. I think each one of them is are unique jobs. It'll be fun to kind of talk to them about the weird world that we live in. I would love for our listeners to be involved with it. I mean, we probably won't take phone calls in the first 10 minutes of the call of the interviews, but I would love for people to be involved with that. If people have questions that they think we should ask all of the ADs, I would love to see that. Fire away, guys. Put some in the comments. I'll try to write down some of your questions that you want to get to. Each one of them individually or as a whole. I'm excited about this. It'll be fun. Brian's a great one for us to kick it off because we've got the best and closest relationship with him.
I would agree.
And then to wrap it up with Jamie, same thing. I feel like we're comfortable enough with him. I mean, last time he was on with us, he's like, ask me harder. Ask me the hard stuff. Okay. All right. We'll try to come up with the hard stuff then for an hour of hanging out with him and chatting with him. So I'm excited. Thank you for setting this up.
Yeah, it's just, because we're hitting the dog days of summer. We're still about a month and a half away from football starting. The ADs have some time now, and each of them has graciously given us an hour, which, sometimes it's hard to get 15 minutes. Sometimes it's hard to get, that much time. And when you schedule it out far enough in advance, you get a full hour. And
all of them live. Somebody asked, are these live? They will all be live, and so the phone lines will be open, and we will.
And it's funny that you say that because one, and I won't say who, wanted to do it wanted to tape it. And I'm like, no. I said, these are going to be live and they're not going to happen at all. And finally, they said, okay, we'll do it. We will absolutely do it. Last week we had Grill Fest at Shields in West Des Moines. If you made it out to Grill Fest, I hope you had a good time. Hope you ate some good food. Hope you brought a non-perishable food item for the Iowa Food Bank, and you got yourself a free sauce or a free seasoning. We got something new this week, and it's going to be a short promotion, but it's Dad's Distilled Wisdom from Fiscus Jewelers. Listen, Father's Day is just right around the corner, right?
It's like Sunday. It's not right around the corner. It's this weekend. It's racing at you.
So either on Thursday or Friday, we'll be actually just giving this away. That's why we're going to make it very, very simple. But you can email me, Travis at the Rush Radio, your ultimate dadism or piece of advice that your father gave you that actually turned out to be true or hilarious. All right? And what you're going to win is either a bourbon or single malt barreled ring. Now, Ross, you saw these up at Fiscus.
Dude, they're sweet.
And these are valued at between $400 and $600.
That one you're seeing there on the screen right now is one of about 4 or 5 that Noel had that are awesome. There's a couple of different shades of it. There's some, they've done different things. They are really, really cool.
Yeah, they look cool. And I'm kind of a jewelry guy, and we've never really given anything away for the guys before. In the previous radio show, and since we've been on this show, it's always been kind of geared towards the ladies in our lives. Well, now something for the dudes. It's Dad's distilled wisdom, ultimate dadism and advice. Just email me something your dad told you that was hilarious or turned out to be true when you thought he was full of BS when he first told you. I got a couple coming in.
You got a couple of dadisms coming in?
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
This one's from Scott. A couple things my dad told me, tying two things into one. Always treat people the way you want to be treated, and never apologize for your hard work to obtain success. There's a lot of truth to that.
The treat people the way you want to be treated. Amen on that, Scott. That's good stuff. Hard work always pays off. They never apologize for working hard. Was one when I was a kid. I was like, well, who in the hell would ever be mad at you for working hard? And then my brother went to work for the city.
Bradley says, my father once told me, if you're going to burn tires, do it at night. Now, he said this was applicable not for only burning tires, but also a metaphor for anything slightly nefarious in life that one might participate in.
Brad, that sounds like an East Sider, man. That sounds like East Side advice right there. Because that's not stay out of trouble, kid. That's hey, go play in the street, just not when traffic's there.
Yeah. Patrick says, my dad had two sayings that I've passed on to my oldest kids and will do to my middle kids. It is my youngest in my youngest. First, get off your ass and go to the people. Meaning, if you aren't having luck finding a job, stop sending just email job applications and pound the pavement. Yes, it's not always physically walking into a place, but make phone calls so they know you're interested. So true. I emailed you. Yes. Second is ask and make them tell you no. Now, if you're in sales, you should always ask for the job, right? Or ask for the sale. Everything you do in life is worry about being turned down. Ask for the raise. Ask for ice cream for dinner. The worst you're going to get is no, but put yourself out there by means you desire it. You might be surprised how many times the yes comes your way.
Yeah.
And Max has my favorite. This is the fourth one. We got
wow. Okay, that's 4 of them, Max. Yeah. I've got stars by each one of those. I liked all of them.
So we've already got good ones.
Max is your favorite of the day, though.
My dad always told me, keep your pecker in your pants.
It's funny because before you even started talking there for a second, I was like, it's going to be, I know why this one's his favorite. I think this one's going to be his favorite because it's going to be the most like blue. Yeah, of course. That's it. Max's was keep your pecker in your pants, and that's your favorite one?
Keep your pecker in your pants. Keep your pecker in your pants.
Okay. That's going to be weird looking back at the notes and seeing Max Pecker and a star by it.
You're going to say, is Max's last name Pecker?
No, I won't think that. No, that's not what I was going to think at all when I go
Did
back
your dad ever tell you anything?
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of great advice from my dad. Yep. I mean, with my dad, I just saw so many examples of it. The one that I always loved the most, though, was like, and this applied, the story that I think of, we were leaving the house to go to my sister's wedding. And we're pulling out, and there was we had a corner lot, and a piece of garbage had kind of like floated into our yard and was stuck in the grass. And we're in our suits, and Dad's like, "Hey, go grab that garbage. Go get that piece of garbage out of the yard." And stopped the car in the middle of the road, and I jumped out and ran into the yard and grabbed the garbage. And it just was a moment of like, "Oh, this matters. This matters." His thing at the park, I remember being a kid one time, and he was like, we're picking up garbage. And the line was something like, who's going to pick up that garbage? somebody, and you don't have a lot of chances to be somebody. Like go pick the garbage up. You're not going to have a lot of chances in this life to do something and make a difference and be somebody. Take those chances when you get them. And dude, I lived that when Eli played baseball. That's what I would walk around and pick up garbage. Because first of all, it was a nervous tick. I didn't want to sit there and watch the game and get too into it and all that. But yeah, I think that there's all that sort of generational advice. If you're lucky enough, man, this is why this stuff matters. And if when you meet somebody that didn't have this stuff, give it to them.
My dad would always come in on the day we had to go up to the trucks and work. And this is a kind of one that was repeated, but it was always early to bed, early to rise, makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. And so that was his excuse for getting me up really, really early to go do work that I didn't want to do.
How about the first time I went out and had too many with my friends? Dad woke me up the next morning and said, if you're old enough to go out and drink with the men at night, or if you're old enough to go out and drink with the boys at night, you're old enough to get up and work with the men in the morning. Oh man. Oh,
that one's got to hurt.
Thinking about it. Oh, dude, I remember we'd pull in. You could tell what mood my dad was in. You think I'm a weather beacon? You think you can tell what mood I'm in? You're lucky, because 99% of the time I'm happy and bubbly. Oh, I remember pulling in one time and I could see Brian and Brad. Brian was a kid that worked with us. Maybe Tyson's there that time too. And they're like carrying bricks across the yard. I'm like, why are they carrying brick? What are we moving bricks for by hand? And I turned the corner and saw Dad. I'm like, oh, shit. Get up. Let's go. We're working.
We're working today.
Moving bricks.
So send us your dadisms
or
your favorite dad advice. Travis at therushradio.com. Have a chance to pick up one of those bourbon or single malt barreled rings valued between $400 and $600 from Fiscus Jewelers. Hey, do you need new floors? Iowa Floor Covering in Bondurant has you covered with carpet, hardwood tile, luxury vinyl, and more, plus expert sales and installation you can trust. That's Iowa Floor Covering. Good people, great floors. Visit iowafloorcovering.com. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire, a front row tickets to every show millionaire, a hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
When I'm meeting a new patient, I want them to feel comfortable knowing that odds are I've seen something like this before.
From the moment a patient steps into the room to the moment the patient leaves the office, I think they're going to get a great experience.
I think it feels good coming in and feeling like it's a community here and you get to be a part of that community and get to be taken care of by that community.
My goal is when they walk out of there to know that I'm fighting for them, I'm pulling for them.
Schedule an appointment at Iowa UR.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
My name's Gary Prosnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines metro market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat, Norm. Norm knows basketball, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert. Please call me. I would love to help you.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I am Roman Lehman, Service Advisor at Willis. For the 2026 summer season, we will be offering 15% off all fuel system services. Over time, carbon builds up inside your engine, and these services clean out all carbon deposits for better engine performance. Don't let carbon deposits get in the way of your summer plans. Visit willisnissan.com to book your service today.
Every business has priorities, and Priority One Heating and Cooling is no different. As a service provider, we prioritize quality air conditioners and furnaces that will keep your home at your comfort level year-round. As a small business, we prioritize doing things the right way and treating people fairly. As a truly local business, we prioritize our community. As a veteran-owned business, we prioritize duty and commitment. For big business service with local value, trust your home to the place where you are always Priority One.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
I hope you're stretched, hydrated, and prepared for more nonsense, because The Rush with Travis and Ross, presented by Willis Automotive, is back now.
You know, sometimes the key to feeling better comes from just being seen for what you need. Urology Center of Iowa has a dedicated men's health wellness center with services from low testosterone to managing the effects of aging. But more than that, UCI is the place to go when you want to be seen like a man, not a patient. You don't want somebody else's treatment. You deserve yours. Schedule an appointment with UCI today at iowauro.com. Welcome back to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. I'm Travis Justice. He's Ross Peterson. Busy weekend up at Wakanda as Zach Johnson comes back home, Ross, and wins the Principal Charity Classic. What a homecoming. This is his first year on the Seniors Tour, or the Champions Tour. So it's always going to be the Seniors Tour to me. And he has a tremendous 3 days, finishes 17 under par, shot 5 under yesterday, had an amazing round on Saturday. He shot a 63. But what a homecoming for Zach Johnson.
Yeah, very cool. Looked like the crowd was great too, man. Have you seen some of the photos? And so, I mean,
yeah,
you know, it doesn't as good as I've seen the Principal Charity Classic look. I didn't get a chance to get down there. I tried to on Saturday. Yesterday I was crazy busy with stuff, but man, it looked like perfect weather. Wonderful experience for Des Moines. It seemed like that thing's been around.
Since 2001, 2002, I think it is.
See it, like, I had a lot of friends that had tickets that were headed down there. It was an event. I mean, it good look. I'm glad that Zach won, because I think that'll help. It always helps when it's a name we're familiar with.
Well, and you throw in the fact that he went to Drake. He's from Iowa.
Iowa kid.
You know, I know this is going to sound so pretentious, but you know, it's only a $300,000 victory that he got. But I bet there's a part of him. I'm not going to say it's the Masters or the Open Championship that he won, but this was probably, and he talked about just being a pretty special win, just given the circumstances, because not everybody gets a circumstance to go play where you went to school.
Yeah, you said it right. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's really this is a great thing. This is like Slipknot coming back and playing the Iowa State Fair. Right? Is it Wembley Stadium? Is it winning a Grammy? Is it becoming, the largest selling rock group in China? No. Is it neat? Yeah. Yeah. Is it coming home? Is it all of those things? Let's not
and that's what I'm
overstate
not comparing it to those other ones.
I
But
heard
what I'm saying
you're
is,
careful.
Well, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, there's some tournaments you're like, oh, I think this is one I want to win, right? I mean, you want to win them all, but not everybody gets that opportunity to go. Hell, he probably played most of his rounds at Wakanda when he played at Drake. He should have finished 17 under par, but that course has changed quite a bit since he golfed there way back when as well. Yeah. Now, his window of opportunity, and you see this, I saw a stat one time, and I'm just paraphrasing here, so don't hold me to these numbers, but your window of opportunity to win consistently on the Champions Tour is like between 50 and 55.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, because then you got a new crop of guys that comes in. They're young. Age starts to play its effect.
Let's be honest. That's important. Yeah. Things start to happen.
Yeah. I do know. I would no longer be competitive on the Champions Tour based on my age, which will be 56 here in a couple months. So I'm no longer competitive. 17 under par, though. Damn. If I could just get 17 over on one day, I'd be happy.
It'd be a good day.
Oh, absolutely would be a good day.
All bogeys and a par in there. I'd be bragging about that par.
100%. I'd be like, man, I only shot 17 over today.
Because I'd have to hit a good putt to get the par. Right? I mean, not even one that goes in. For me, I mean, I'm 20 feet out and I leave it within 2 feet. I'm walking up there going, that's a damn nice putt. Just rolled that thing up.
Does the Principal Charity Classic get enough credit it's due for being the major? I mean, that's the one consistent major sporting event that takes place every single year in Central Iowa and Des Moines. Does it get enough credit, or do people take it for granted?
No, I think that's what we were just talking about. I think it gets its due. I mean, I had a lot of friends that were there, a lot of people that were excited about it. I don't know what
Well, I think sometimes when something just repeats on all the time, you like take it for granted. Like, I don't know if I'll go out there this year, or But you look at the number of golfers and the names that are in this thing, just big names, and Zach Johnson being one of them. But again, 17 under par, $300,000, $2 million purse that was given away, and another good weekend of golf for everybody in Central Iowa. I talked to Mitch Widmeyer yesterday because I said, hey, do you want to come on and talk about the Knicks winning the title? Mitch went to Game 5.
Heard this. I saw it on his Instagram stories.
Went to Game 5. I'm so happy for Mitch. And he goes, I got 30 hours to break away, made sure Hannah had the care that she needed, and he got to see the Knicks clinch. Not Madison Square Garden.
That's all right.
That's all right. Can you imagine that?
By the way, I'm glad he got to go to San Antonio rather than New York City on a vacation. By the way, but I know what that's awesome. I can't wait to chat with him and have him tell us what that was all about and how that all went down. I can't wait. That's super cool. Glad to see the Knicks wrap it up. Honestly, I was rooting for them. Didn't matter. We had talked about the importance of that Game 5. That, man, if San Antonio got a little bit of momentum and they were able to force that Game 6 going back to New York, that would have been a real must win. All the pressure would have been there for the Knicks. So I'm glad that they wrapped it up when they did and how they did, because at least gets them the title. First title since the Nixon era. It's incredible.
Yes, it's 73. We do have a phone call at 515-517-2303. Let's go to Bus. Bus, welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. What's going on?
Good morning, boys. It's a beautiful day for a dog walk up here in Webster City. And just wanted to call in Principal Charity Classic. What a great event. For the moment deal, I ran down, bought a day ticket yesterday. Just so well run. I mean, free parking, motor coach shuttles included with the ticket. And you go in, great volunteers. They don't gouge you for food. Watch Zach warm up and then walked all 18, following him around. And boy, that place is a jaunt. That's a little bit of a walk. But man, just looking at the precision, his wedge game is just unreal. But what a great event.
You don't realize how much up and down there is at Wakanda, do you, Bus? Till you're out there walking that course. That place is vertical.
Yeah, I'm a retired cross country and track coach and try and stay in shape. And I kind of think I still am. And holy moly, that's a walk. But no, the pros are just so accommodating. And I watched Zach and some other guys warm up, but he had to spend 20 minutes on the putting green with a mirror and some tees, doing drills, and just nothing but 5-foot putts and over and over again. Then he pulled the mirror and the tees and another 5-10 minutes of putts. And when you get out on the course, you can see why. I mean, holy moly.
Okay, maybe you know this, maybe you don't, because now I think Ross is thinking the same thing I am. What do you use the mirror for? What's he using the mirror for?
Eye alignment and club alignment. It's got I've got one too, but it's all on getting the club face aligned with your target line, getting your eyes in the proper position over the ball. And his caddy actually was monitoring what he was doing as well, and analyzing any misses he had. It's just, I mean, you want to talk, there's a reason why those guys, all their shots, you go up to the range and watch them hit their warm-up shots too. Everything's like butter, and everything's coming right out of the center of the club face. And their wedges, Wakanda, you talk about going up and down. There's not a level lie on that course. You're either side hill, uphill, downhill, ball above your feet, below your feet. And he's flighting wedges like, okay, do I want it to skip once and stop? Do I want it to run out? Do I want it to flop like a beanbag on the green, which saved his bacon late in the round? But holy moly, just incredible shot making, and the monotony they've had to go through and practice those shots over and over and over again. Just incredible. But an incredible day, incredible event, so well run, and all the money going to a good cause. It's just a day well spent.
Excellent stuff, Bus. I'm just going to ask you one more question before we let you go. How many people do you think were in the gallery for Zach yesterday? I mean,
oh my God,
several thousand.
Oh my God, I've got so many pictures. Oh, I was far from the only one that walked the whole thing, but my God, the crowd was. I went to the Principal Charity Classic about 4 or 5 years ago, and spent the entire day there. And it was a great crowd then with great weather, but yesterday was just incredible. And what a phenomenal day. And at the end, it was kind of like the big major tournaments where at the end they pull the ropes and they walk you up behind the golfers so that the green's completely surrounded. So we got to follow them up 18 and line up along the green and watch them putt out. So just tremendous event, so well run, and what a great day.
Excellent. Thanks, Bus. Appreciate it, man.
Bus.
Thank you guys for the show. Have a great one. Bye.
I'd be sore. I went on a 2.5 mile walk yesterday. If I walked 18 up and down, dude, I'd be so sore, Ross. I think I woke up this morning like, oh, that 2 mile walk kicked my ass.
Wait, it went from 2.5 mile to 2 mile.
Or 2.5. Yeah, it was 2.5.
Sound like me talking about Chad's hole in the other day from 573 yards.
I thought it was 620 yards.
Was that what it was? Hit the
Yeah.
He rode the cart path down.
Yeah, he bounced it twice off the cart path.
That's really cool that Bus went out there. Dude, walking Wakanda would be really, really difficult. But a lot of people, I saw it. Slow down. I thought I had seen what he's talking about there. Man, some of those pictures, it didn't look like a major, but there was a bigger crowd and gallery following Zach than I think I've seen maybe ever with the Principal Charity Classic. Maybe the local part of it, several fold. The local part of it, definitely, the fact that it was Zach, that's a huge part. I think what we talked about last week, though, that field is going to increasingly become more and more names that we're familiar with and guys that we want to see and dudes that were your favorite or your friend's favorite golfers when we were growing up. It is getting increasingly worse.
I see that. As long as you can hear me, that's all I care about. You know what happened? My wife vacuumed in here yesterday, and she used the robot. And so she started lifting cables and all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, I'm just going to be, this is my easy way to blame Anjanette.
You're amazing. You are amazing.
I can blame my wife for this. I had no problems up until today.
How long did it take you to come up with the idea that this was Anjanette's fault for vacuuming? Yes.
I just thought about it, like as you were saying, it was getting progressively worse. Now, the good news is people listening on the audio stream have no idea what we're talking about.
You're not going to believe
the YouTubers.
The audacity my wife had yesterday, what she did, Ross. You're not even going to believe it. This weekend, she actually came down here into my office, this place that she spends absolutely zero time, except for when she walks in here to give me coffee in the morning. And then she had the audacity to vacuum and actually move wires while she was vacuuming.
What are you doing? Don't touch wires.
Give me a minute. I need to go wake her up to tell her how bad she screwed up.
It happens.
Yeah, audio is fine, but visually, this is max headroomy.
Yeah, if you have a, if you're prone to seizures, this is probably something you don't want to watch.
That's incredible that it's Anjanette's fault for vacuuming.
Got to blame somebody.
I saw it. We know.
I know. Back to the Knicks. I'm kind of with you. I'm happy they won as well. How big of it? 1973. I mean, that is a long time. Like, of course, there were some riots afterwards because that's what people do when they win.
Say, of course. I love how nonchalant
Just
that is.
Nonchalant.
Of course, there were riots afterwards. So anyway, back. Oh, that's great. You're right. Of course, you're right though. It's okay in 2026 to say that because that's the way to say it. Hell, you can win a title in Vancouver, and it's like, well, of course they did riot, but just a little. Let's give them a little bit of let's give them a little credit here for only minor rioting.
Love the team, hate the fans, says Berger. I guess I don't quite get that.
What do you mean? Love this team. Jalen Brunson's a lot of fun. That was fair. A lot of fun to root for. We all became, I became a fan because of Mitch and Hannah. My buddy Josh Martinez, those guys that have been Knicks fans their entire life, waiting for this, hoping for this. Patrick Ewing guys, Carmelo Anthony guys that finally got a chance to celebrate that. That's what he means by love the team. Hate the fans, meaning it's New York. They're their own worst enemy. New York fans, I mean.
Do you think, are Knicks fans worse than Laker fans?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Because when you say worse, what I'm hearing, what I think you mean is in the rioting aspect, in the tearing the jersey off of an opposing fan type of stuff. Does LA have that? Yeah, but those guys were Raider fans. When I think of Laker fans, I think of the celebrity. I think of the Hollywood.
It's the
crowd.
place to be seen.
Yeah. Now I know the Knicks. There's a lot of similarities. If you were to draw those circles of those, there's a lot of crossover with the Hollywood A type, whatever that terminology is, right?
Yeah.
The top, you got the Ben Stillers and the Hollywood actors there. The Showtime Lakers. Thank you, Berger. But you've also got the shitball, want to cause problem fans. This is what happens when you get a large group of people together. You're going to have some bad ones in the mix. But I feel like New York is more known for that. That stuff gets out a little bit more with the Knicks than the Lakers. I don't mean LA and New York, because then you got to start defending, decades of the Raiders acting the way that they did.
I saw a shot of Ben Stiller, and I'm wondering if Ben Stiller is like shooting his own documentary, because he had his iPhone. I mean, there was big stuff happening, and he's like, he doesn't flinch. He's like, just does a slow pan, goes up to the crowd, gets his wife. I'm like, Ben Stiller's working on his own documentary that he's been like, I shot this on my iPhone 16 Max or whatever version they're on.
I mean, can I defend him a little bit? I like Ben Stiller. I'll defend him a little bit. That's what he does. He grew up in that film world. Trav, you will frame your photos, and you won't take a picture. Ironically, you don't allow many photos to get out unless you've got your camera just right. Right?
Yeah.
You'll when you go to do a shot of I'm so distracted, of a meal, you make sure that it's framed right and looks good and all of that stuff, because that's the world that you grew up in. So Ben Stiller's just that times 10.
I'm anxious to see all the footage you got, because it's going to come out at some point. It'd be like, shot on my iPhone 17. Knicks win world title.
This is wild.
It is wild. It is very, very wild. Don't mean to be wild.
All right, that's right.
It's just wild.
I am happy the Knicks won. Happy for all of those folks. And now it's on to baseball season, or WNBA season, or World Cup season.
No. Did you watch any of the World Cup? I didn't watch any of the World Cup.
Man, I was at the wedding on Friday night, and I snuck out a couple times, pulled the phone out just to kind of see what was happening, because I was getting some text messages from guys saying how much fun that they were enjoying it, and didn't watch any of the game live on Friday, but fun to see. And I'm excited. Listen, I'm not a soccer hater. I'm not a World Cup hater. Excited for the game. The next game is Friday, right?
Friday at 8:00, I believe. Yeah, Friday.
Okay.
Do they play Australia? I think. Oh. Hey, folks, just to let you know that the Rush Radio Show is helping you fire up the grill and light up the sky this 4th of July with the Freedom Feast giveaway presented by the Iowa Fireworks Farm. Submit a patriotic photo and tag us for a chance to win a $50 gift certificate to the Iowa Fireworks Farm, and then register to win the grand prize, the Mob Stars from the Iowa Fireworks Farm, valued at $800, a Weber grill from Ace Hardware in Johnston and Ankeny, and a barbecue bundle box from the Des Moines Bacon Company. You can register for the grand prize at therushradio.com. That's therushradio.com. Just go to the promo tab. You'll see Freedom Feast. You don't have to do a photo or anything like that. Just submit your name, your information, and you're going to be in that grand prize drawing. Now, for the patriotic photo, you can tag us on social media, or you can email me, Travis at therushradio.com. That probably is the best way to do it. But this is an awesome, awesome, awesome prize. And the 4th of July, just right around the corner. So we're all getting geared up for Freedom Feast 2026. You going anywhere for the 4th?
Brad's having my brother has a big party for the 4th of July every year, and has like a band come out and play at his cabin.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, very cool. You should come over this year. That'd be a lot of fun, man. You'd enjoy it.
I'm going to be in Muscatine, actually. So I'm going to be in Muscatine. Nice. Yeah.
This weekend or next weekend? Because Brad's doing his
for the 4th of July.
Okay, that's so this coming weekend is when my brother's doing, or no, I'm sorry, the week before, because we still got a couple weeks. This weekend is Father's Day. And then the following weekend, the 27th, is when, little party. Then for the 4th of July, don't think we have too many plans for that weekend. I did plan a little getaway here when I was at the wedding on Friday, though.
Really?
Yeah. I think we're going to get to the Ozarks maybe and go down and spend a couple of days with my uncle down there. So I might have to come grab the Starlink. Yep, and see if I can come to you live from a patio overlooking the Great Lakes of the Ozarks.
Have you ever been to the Ozarks?
Yeah, I've been there. I think once or twice in my life as a kid. I've never spent a lot of time there.
I've only spent 1 week down there in a house. I had a friend of mine that owned a house down there, and he let us stay there, and that was a lot of fun. It's just there's so many people at the Ozarks.
That's right. So I'm actually planning like leaving on a Sunday and spending like Monday, Tuesday on the water.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun trip.
Yeah.
515-517-2303 is the number to call. Got a lot more to talk about. College World Series going on in Omaha. Big 12 board members going to meet today. We got a Stanley Cup winner. And maybe a preview of what baseball is going to look like in Las Vegas. I don't know if you saw what happened as the A's played in Vegas, but oh my God. Get ready for some runs being scored. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
There are a lot of reasons to want a self-driving mower from Iowa Mobotics.
Being automated gives me more time to do my hobbies.
I travel so much for work that I don't have time to take care of the lawn, but I still care about how it looks.
And I'm just lazy. Gives me time to work in the wood shop instead of spending it on the mower.
It works in my schedule.
And I just really hate doing it.
No matter your reason, with Iowa Mobotics, spend less time mowing, more time living.
Hi, I'm John Linares with Willis Lexus, and we're kicking off the summer with an all-new, brand new, from the ground up, redesigned ES350 in stock. Come check it out. And we have some additional June specials, up to $6,000 off on RZ or 0%, and we have 3.75 for 48 months across the board. See your sales consultant for more details. I invite you to stop in and experience amazing, or visit us online at willislexus.com.
The best bread is made from scratch, freshly baked with locally sourced ingredients and love. At Big Sky Bread, we take great pride in our delicious products. We know you'll enjoy them almost as much as we enjoy baking them. Try our newly rebranded granola. Specially handmade, our amazing granola makes for a delightful treat. You can order online, purchase at local grocery retailers, or find us at the downtown Des Moines Farmers Market every Saturday. We look forward to serving.
The following advertisement is for people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or a new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Game on? Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, is back because apparently Travis and Ross have even more to say.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Infinity. Save up to $10,000 on the 2026 QX80 and up to $6,000 on the QX60. Plus, take advantage of 0% for 60 months. The all-new 2027 QX65 is available in their lot today in multiple colors. Check it out at willisauto.com. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushladio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube this morning, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Leave your comments in the comments section. You can always call the show at 515-517-2303 or leave comments and follow us on our social media channels. What are you laughing about?
Did you have Anjanette come down and wiggle those wires again back where they were supposed to be?
I did.
She finally fix what she...
What I did was the old engineering trick, Ross. Did the old engineering trick.
Unplugged it and plugged it back in?
That's exactly what I did. Exactly what I did.
Well, you can yell at Anjanette later for it, I'm sure.
Wonder why that I wish I understood why that happens. I mean, nothing changed except I just unplugged it, plugged it back in, and apparently it's working now. Again, if you're listening on the audio stream, you don't know what we're talking about, but we do broadcast this on YouTube as well, and I was multicolored flickering. And then said, what would Raleigh Reuben King do in this situation? That's what I did. I channeled my inner Raleigh Reuben King and then unplugged it, plugged it back in.
Well, did you try unplugging it? What are we, engineers, man, they're brilliant. They're
very much so.
Brilliant guys. And they have to deal with us, morons, with no idea how this stuff works. Have you ever heard the Nate Bargatze bit about going back in time?
No.
It's really good. He's like, I am so dumb. I think I could go back in time and you'd never know about it. You'd never know about it. Like if I went back in time and I saw somebody and they were on a telephone, I'd be like, hey, one day you're going to have that. It's going to be cordless. You'll have it in your pocket. You'll be able to call anybody in the world. And they'll be like, wow, how do they do that? I don't know. I don't know how they did it. I think you need satellites. Are you guys? How do they do satellites? Oh boy. Do you guys have metal? Are we doing metal yet? He said, I don't even think I could tell you who the next president is. And that, like, I liked, and you always like, Ross, you're a really smart guy. And I like to think sometimes I'm in that, 51%. I'm slightly above average in intelligence. And there's times I'm the same way. Spent my entire life talking into a microphone. Hey, Ross, how's that work?
Oh, well, there's like a ribbon in there, and there's your voice, it vibrates, and then the vibrations that go through this wire. Do you have copper? I don't even know what copper is.
Yeah, because I can't tell you how shit works. There's no way.
Either.
Take it for granted. I just follow the instructions, plug in.
But I can bitch about stuff. I'm real good about bitch. When it doesn't work, I can go, this microphone doesn't even work. Stupid camera. See it flashing? If I built a camera, it wouldn't flash. Yeah, it wouldn't work.
That's fair. All I know is there's a lens, there's an iris.
And I also know Anjanette fucked with the wires, and let's just call a spade here. Okay?
Exactly.
If she hadn't been down there, if she hadn't been down there moving stuff around while she's vacuuming. Do you want me to text her as well to let her know how disappointed we all are in her?
No, that I don't think that'd go over very well. I'm going to be careful where that goes today.
No,
hey, do me a favor.
I don't think that would go over well.
Just don't go in the office anymore, okay? Just don't go in the office. Why? Well,
I don't think you blame this on her at all. Maybe that's the point I was trying to get at here. I apologize, my sarcasm. I'll try to lay my sarcasm on a little thicker next time.
I would never blame her. You got to blame somebody. Somebody's got to be the fall guy.
You about made me like shoot a snot rocket. You got to blame somebody. You got to have a fall guy. Chris Carter. Somebody put this last week when we were talking about the gambling thing or the Sorsby deal. They're like, how do they not teach these kids the Chris Carter method? Shohei Ohtani learned it. Have a fall guy. I'm sorry. I don't mean that. So they did a thorough investigation. And OJ was innocent.
Today will be an interesting day when it comes to the Brendan Sorsby saga, and that's what it is. It's a saga at this point. There is a meeting today of the entire Big 12 Conference board, Ross. And, of course, last week the executive board got together right as they were starting their meeting. The Texas Attorney General sent them a letter saying, hey, tread lightly here, because if you discipline Texas Tech in any way, there's going to be a lawsuit. But there are bylaws written within the Big 12 rules that say, hey, the conference can hand down discipline. Now, the kid has not played a down for Texas Tech yet. So I don't know if you can discipline.
Wild to think about. That's a great line. I didn't even consider.
Yes. So he has not played a down. Can you discipline a university that technically has not done anything yet?
Good point. Travis,
We're getting a phone call real quick at 515-517-2303.
My brain almost said he's never played it down in the Big 12, which
played 2 full seasons for Cincinnati.
I know, but then it felt right in my head. That's why I stopped. And I was like, yeah, West Virginia's in the Big 10. Oh yeah, Cincinnati's in the Big 12. But that's a wild thing to think about, that all of this is happening and it's a university that he's never played it down for.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who are we chatting with?
I don't think the auto screen got it right. Who's on the phone with us?
This is the one and only Derek from New Sharon. How we doing, fellas?
Derek, there were rumors
How
that
we doing?
We're doing great, man. There were rumors that you had that your forklift had you'd taken the great forklift to the sky. So glad you're here.
Still above ground, alive and kicking. But I hate to tell you this, fellas. If I was in a coma for the last year and I woke up and you said Indiana football won the national title, UCLA women won it, and the Knicks won it, I'd call you a liar. I think the end of days are near. What is wrong with sports? My Cubs are sucking harder than a gold digger. And you're right on that, Sorsby. I don't have nothing against young man, but I want to see if Joe Theismann injury on that, because Texas Tech think they're relevant in the Big 12 in the national spotlight of football. They suck.
Oh, they're relevant because they've made themselves relevant with money.
Hey, Derek, let's ask you this, because this is a conversation we had last week. Who is the biggest who's the biggest brand in Big 12 football right now?
Big 12 football right now. It'd probably be them because of money.
I think them and BYU are the two that
it would have been TCU. It would have been TCU, but they fell on hard times.
Yeah. How you been, Derek?
Oh, I couldn't be better. I finally had to come in at 5 o'clock today so I could get a 7 o'clock break so I could call you fellas. I've just been drinking beer, slaying bass, and I don't know. Hey, you guys know what to do if you see your old lady smoking crack?
What was that?
Hello?
He asked if you know what to do if you see your old lady smoking crack. That's the question that Derek poses to us at 7:09 on a Monday morning. Derek, what do you do if you catch your old lady smoking crack?
If you see your old lady smoking crack, it's simple, Peterson. You apply more lube.
Oh. Thanks, Derek. You never disappoint, bud.
Hey,
Yeah.
Justice.
Yeah.
Are you safe over there in Omaha with them meth head mountaineers moving in there? I'd make sure all the windows and doors are locked at night, my friend.
Take me home. Country Road. I was there the other night when they won their first game, and you could hear the song. I think I'm safe. They've spent a lot of money on Jell-O shots.
Yeah, I could imagine. All right. Hey, you fellas have a great week.
Thanks, Derek. Appreciate it. How long's it been since we've heard from Derek? It's been a couple months, hasn't it?
It's been a bit.
Where were we? Oh, Texas Tech.
Yeah, that place. Yeah, that story. Where were we?
Somebody put up there earlier, how about ramifications if Indiana or Cincinnati knew he was gambling? I don't think Indiana did. There are reports that Cincinnati may have been tipped off, but there was a Freedom of Information Act and no emails showed up that said, hey, there's a smoking gun here.
Ramification. I mean, what is the what? Let's just play it out. Let's play out a what if, Travis. What if Indiana knew he was gambling? What if Cincinnati knew? What if we find out he didn't play at Indiana, but what if we find out that he was fixing point shaving at West Virginia or at Cincinnati against West Virginia? Just
good question.
What if?
I mean, to me, knowing this now puts every game he played at Cincinnati in question.
I'd agree. We'll put every snap he takes at Texas Tech under scrutiny. Dude, what if that happened? And I guess maybe even to whoever it was that asked that question, what would you like to see? Are we just looking for more people
to blame,
to drag in the mud and to say, okay, you get a punishment. You get a punishment like we're Oprah. You lose games. You hand back victories from 5 years ago because that's what's going to happen. This thing's been pushed off now till January or February, till after the football season. It's going to be like the Michigan deal. It'll be 3 years down the road. Sorsby will be the third string quarterback for the Bengals, and Cincinnati is forfeiting wins. Their 2024 season, they were now that. So I don't even understand what they'll do if those things happen. I think that looking forward, every snap he takes is going to be under scrutiny. Fumble a snap, and people are going to go, oh, what was that? Guy's handled 1 million snaps. He can't handle that one?
Yeah, I mean, if you're concerned about his mental health now, let him go through a season where every mistake will be scrutinized and everything he does will be like, well, did you have money on it? Is it fair? No.
Is it the way it's going to be? Yeah, right. Fair's in August, man. Is it fair? No. Well, wait. Let's examine that. Is it fair? You broke the rules. You broke the rule. You knew this thing, and that's why I have pushed back, Travis, from the minute it's a mental illness. Oh, it's an addiction. Oh, it's got to. He knew what he was doing was wrong. There's all the evidence there that first of all, you'd have to live under a rock. Shohei Ohtani could at least have the excuse of like, man, I didn't grow up in this culture. I didn't know that, I didn't understand that this is how this would be viewed. Sorsby knew. That's why he was shuffling money around the way he was doing it.
And what did Shohei Ohtani have? He had a fall guy,
right? And I don't mean to continuously bring him back in because it's a bad example and it can fall apart quickly and it's paper thin and whatever. But on the Sorsby issue, he knew. And so this idea of like, oh, poor kid, that whole Texas Tech thing last week that came out on Thursday night of like, boy, we stand by these young. This is a young man who admitted he had an issue after being caught. And we stand by these young athletes because they're.
If we don't give them a support system, who will? Do you think the Big 12 does anything? Or do they have to say, you think they cave to the political and
I think they pander and grandstand and all these other things that we talk about all the time. What the real question is, what happens? What will they do? They're going to release a sternly worded statement about the ethics of college football and student athletes. And you want me to write it for you? This is what that's going to sound like. We at the Big 12 hold ourselves to a higher ethical standard. We're not like those other institutions. And so you can imagine our surprise and disappointment in our fellow member institution when they decided to go against our great morals and character that we've developed over decades. Blabbity blah, blabbity blah, blah, blah. More words, more words, and more words.
And as much as we disagree with the stance, we must abide by the legal precedents that's been set by the injunction and let this play out.
Unfortunately, the jurisdiction of our fine institutions, words, 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 blah, 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 pearl clutching, grandstanding, posturing, pandering. There'll be things in there about how we all know that the Big 12 has the best fans in the world. And as
we want to assure you that your experience will go unchanged based on this.
Yes.
However,
in fact, follow this DraftKings link. Promo code loyalty.
Big 12.
Yeah.
515-517-2303. Let's go up to Clear Lake. That's where our good buddy AJ is. AJ, welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. What's up, man?
Good morning, gentlemen. Loving the show this morning. Just wanted to mention I'm a little tired today. I stayed up too late with my 24-year-old son watching the whole UFC card at the White House last night. And I had never done that in my life, watch a whole card like that. And they were beating the absolute crap out of each other last night. There were not very many long fights. And that last one, I guess Ross told me like the one dude wasn't supposed to lose to the one guy. I don't know all the names, but he was supposed to be like one of the best ever pound for pound. And the one guy, he was a wrestler. He just beat the ever-living crap out of him. They had to call it because his eyes were so messed up. His face just looked like a hamburger. It was
Justin Gaethje beat Topuria?
Yeah, Gaethje. Would be a big wrestler. Yeah, Gaethje beat him.
Wow.
After 3 rounds they called it. Yeah. Gaethje won.
I did not see the I watched it. I watched it for just a moment last night, AJ. I watched the Bo Nickel fight. He was Bo Nickel's okay, you saw that one. I saw him win. But Eli had gone to a buddy's house to watch it, and so I was, my bedtime's pretty early.
Yeah.
He's getting old. He's getting old, AJ.
And so I didn't. After the Bo Nickel fight, I think was when I came up to bed.
When my alarm went off at 5:15 this morning, and I stayed up till 12:15. I'm
feeling it.
Some Diet Coke in me this morning. I'm on my way to walk the Driftless area off. Walk on. I'm gonna disinfect some chicken barns for the Mennonites up there. So I'm about northeast of Charles City right now. So it's into the area where you go from the plains to the hills. So,
yeah, beautiful area. Travel safe, AJ.
There's your Iowa geography. Yep, there's your Iowa geography. Yep.
Yeah.
And Thorsby should never play. He should never play. he's not that good. It's all a bunch of crap.
Oh, he's pretty good.
Iowa guys, Iowa State guys. So that's just my 2 cents. Have a great day.
Thanks, AJ. Appreciate it.
Thanks, AJ.
See you, boys.
Hey, did you see this? By the way, this is I watched one fight of the event last night, but I did see this. Did you see the thing about Eric Trump texting with Daniel Cormier?
No,
I did.
I'm not a UFC guy, so
I don't know that any of this is what I saw is true or not. I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw some tweets about it from accounts that I don't, whatever. But this is what I saw. Is that allegedly Eric Trump was texting with Daniel Cormier, who is an announcer. He's a UFC Hall of Famer. He was a wrestler at Oklahoma State. He is a legend. Okay. Apparently texted Cormier and said, "Hey, give me the inside info. Like which of these fights is fixed and where should I place my money?" And I'm Driftless, if you can, give us a call and tell me what the details of this are. But the way I understood it was that Daniel Cormier was like screenshotting the direct messages and putting them on Twitter. Dude, we live in the weirdest time.
he put the screenshots on Twitter.
Again, and this is Johnny. I just you never. I don't know, and so I hate to be like. And Driftless, he says the evidence was posted. I'm just telling you, I saw these accounts that were like, holy shit, you guys watching what's happening? Daniel Cormier is tweeting this stuff. Like, wow. So I didn't watch any of it. I didn't even see that Gaethje had won. And somebody said he was a 6-1 underdog. That's a big underdog.
Dude, again, we've talked about UFC on here. I'm not a huge fan. I watched the highlights this morning. One of the biggest facial beatdowns I've seen in a long time. I mean, I'm like, they should just stop this now because it's getting uncomfortable for how bloody he was. I mean, it was like, dude, you can't even see out of your eyes. They're so puffed shut. But the sun came up this morning. The world's not over because they had a UFC event on the front.
Yeah, right. A mountain out of a molehill. Right?
Yeah.
Look at how much ink was spent. How much powder was burnt. Being angry about it or supporting it or shoving it in your friends' faces or being pissed off that it was happening. When we all should have been able to look at it and go, this is really stupid. All right, who won? Cool, it's over. All right, tear that shit down. Anyway, it's all political theater, man. It's all like street theater. Get angry. I'm with Rev. Release the files. That's all I give it about. Don't kill people and let us know who the criminals are. Can we do that? Can we focus on those things? No? Okay. Well, I got bills to pay.
Wag the dog.
Yeah.
Wag the dog.
UFO, shmufo. I don't care. Alien, schmalien. What? How much is healthcare? You said, what about my insurance? How hard is it to buy a house? I don't give a shit where the people are punching each other in the face. We need a ballroom, but I can stand out in the front lawn and watch some dudes grapple for a while. It's all meant to get you pissed off, right?
And it worked.
It's why it's more fun to stand back and go ball, strike, ball. Look at these idiots.
Back to Texas.
Go ahead. No. I want you to go. You go back to Texas.
Well, I was just going to go back to Texas Tech. You know, it'd be interesting to see if they do fall on the well, you know, the court of law has spoken, so we're going to abide by that. There are certain things they could do. They could withhold money, but again, you can't withhold until he plays it down. Texas Tech hasn't done anything wrong. So it could be the threat of withholding money, or you've also had
you're saying withhold money like from NIL money from Sorsby?
No, media rights money from Texas Tech.
Oh, you're saying the Big 12 could withhold media rights money from Texas Tech. I was missing. I thought you were saying what Texas Tech could do.
No.
Going forward. Okay.
Texas Tech is all in on this. So they could withhold money, but then you're dealing with something, maybe another lawsuit.
I don't think they can.
They can't, because of contractual obligations and media rights, the posturing by some of these schools by saying, well, maybe we shouldn't play you. Well, you can't do that. But what you can do is say any win that Texas Tech gets is not count. So you could say, hey, Texas Tech can play its season, but any win that they get does not count and would take them out of the college football playoff realm.
Man, the attorneys are working overtime at every one of these universities right now. But Travis hasn't been stupid brain. Maybe I'm wrong. Hasn't Texas Tech positioned themselves perfectly here by keeping an arm's length from everything? They haven't done it. They can actually stand there and go, we haven't done anything wrong. We didn't file the lawsuit. We're just doing what the judges tell us to do. How can you guys punish us? And I think that's how they get away with the Big 12. This meeting will be, I think, much ado about nothing. They will come out of this thing and it will be a long, page-long thing on a real nice letterhead with a real fancy signature at the bottom that says, we can't do anything. But man, we're going to wring our hands just as much as you folks are. Because the judges have spoken. If they say we're going to keep money away from Texas Tech, Texas Tech can stand up and go, we didn't do anything. We tried to get a kid to play quarterback, and now he's suing, and the judges have said he has to play. What have we done? If they say we're not going to let your wins happen, or we're not going to let you go to the postseason, or you can't, whatever, your wins don't count, so you can't go to the conference championship game, or you can't represent us in the same thing. They go, well, we didn't do anything.
And I would say with the track record that conferences and the NCAA has in the court system right now, do you want to go to court and lose? Because that's there's a lot of money spent and a lot of embarrassment to take place.
And what if the NCAA says to these conference commissioners, you guys are on your own? What would that look like? Man, these are good. I wonder how the athletic directors, as we talk to them coming up, I wonder how that, are they even thinking about this stuff? I don't think they would. I think their life, that conversation, Travis, goes back to the thing about all those, the Epstein files. I got to worry about the things I can control. I can't worry about what a judge is going to do in Texas with the Big 12 and maybe even Jamie Pollard's like, that's out of my control. I got to figure out how to fund a top 10 basketball team in the country and build a football team. I can't think of, I don't know.
Yeah, he's got stuff to take care of to make sure that his fans are happy.
Right. I got to get my house in order.
Folks, if you're looking for a mortgage for your home, Gary Presnell is the man to call. He's a mortgage banker with Northwest Bank, financing residential homes the past 25 years. He offers VA, FHA, IFA first-time buyer loans, and conventional new construction loans, and all approvals are done locally by Northwest Bank. Gary can get your loan pre-approved in 30 minutes, and it can happen after hours during the week or even on the weekends. He's been the state of Iowa's top-producing mortgage banker the past 8 years. He's trusted. He's excellent. Give him a call when you go to buy your next house. Call him at 515-975-6767. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job, a front row tickets to every show, hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie-yonaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles-yonaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Hey everybody, Mason Miller, sales manager out here at Mini of Des Moines, and this summer we already have some hot offers. It is convertible season, and right now you can get a Mini Cooper S convertible with rates as low as 2.99 out to 48 months. If you're hoping for more family fun in the sun, you can get an all-new Mini Countryman with rates as low as 0.9 out to 48 months. And current Mini owners, you get up to $2,000, and if you haven't had a Mini yet, you can get up to $1,500 on top of that great rate. For more information on these exciting offers and more, visit your favorite Mini motoring advisor or us online at miniofdesmoines.com.
So I think what's unique about Urology Center of Iowa is that we are a truly independent, single specialty clinic.
We have a mantra that the patient comes first, the group comes second, and we as individual surgeons come last.
When I meet with a patient for the first time, I want them to feel heard. I never want them to feel like I'm in a rush.
Just watching the change that you can make in a patient's life, it's everything.
Schedule an appointment at iowauro.com.
Fresh, wild walleyes. This summer, point your compass north to Ballard's Resort on Lake of the Woods. Ballard's Lake of the Woods long-standing family resort offers a pole-in-hand guided fishing experience along with all-inclusive packages that include lodging and meals. Chase 10-pound trophies with the walleye capital of the world's most established fleet. Your adventure for fresh, wild walleyes awaits at Ballard's Resort. Set the hook at ballardsresort.com.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Looking for a new car that fits your lifestyle and your budget? Willis Nissan has you covered. The affordable and fuel-efficient Nissan Kicks to the spacious and high-tech Nissan Rogue. Willis Nissan has the vehicle you need for your weekday commute, summer road trips, and everything in between. And right now at Willis Nissan, you can take advantage of 0% APR financing on select new Nissan models. Don't wait. Get the best deal on the perfect Nissan at Willis Nissan. Stop into our showroom today or check us out online at willisnissan.com.
The Rush, presented by Willis Automotive, returns now with fresh sports takes and at least one unnecessary rant.
NASCAR is coming back to the Iowa Speedway August 7th through the 9th, and the Iowa Lottery has your chance at a winning VIP experience for the whole weekend, plus a chance to meet two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Larson, a private trailer tour, pace car ride, and much more. Use your Powerball tickets to enter through 9:59 a.m. July 14th for a chance to win an Iowa Speedway prize package that includes cash, merchandise, and more. Sign up at ialottery.com/VIP. And got this over the weekend, Ross, from Gary, one of our weekly Woohoo winners. Thanks for selecting my entry as the winner for the weekly Woohoo last week. My prize pack arrived yesterday, and I scratched off 4 winners for a total of $13. Even though it wasn't big money, I'm already a winner with my daughter being in Iowa, and I've taken 3 weeks vacation during her stay here. So, again, $90 for now. That's the way we look at it.
90 for now. You got $13. I like it. It's a winner.
Yes.
Isn't it weird how that $13 feels good?
Feels better than nothing.
Better than the stick in the eye.
It's like, yeah, I can get something. Love it. We talked about this in hour number 1, but because we got a short time, we'll be giving it away either Thursday or Friday. It's Dad's Distilled Wisdom from our good friends at Fiscus Jewelers. You can tap into the bourbon or single malt aspect of the ring here. That's right. You see a ring on screen. If you're listening on the audio stream, we're going to give you a barreled ring. It's either made out of a bourbon barrel or a single malt barrel. It's valued between $400 and $600. All you have to do is email me, Travis@therushradio.com, the ultimate dadism or a piece of advice that your father gave you that actually turned out to be true or even hilarious. Again, it's from Fiscus Jewelers, just in time for Father's Day, which is coming up on Sunday. And when you do email me, I forgot to say this last hour, give me your ring size. I need to know what your ring size is.
Oh,
so they
really?
Can have it. Yeah.
Do you know your ring size?
10. I wear a 10.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah.
I have to think about my shoe size.
10.
I'm
actually average. I've got a 10 ring size. I got a shoe size of 10. It's very, very simple.
That makes it easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I got like long, skinny fingers. So I don't even know what 7. I don't know. I'd be guessing.
You know, you can go up to Fiscus Jeweler and say, "Hey, Noel,
I know.
I need to know what my ring size
It would take him like 4 seconds. Noel's probably good enough. I can go like this, and he's like, "Oh no, Ross, you're not a 7."
No, I know you don't wear it anymore, but don't you remember getting measured for your wedding ring?
I have no idea. What it was. Yeah, do I remember getting measured for it? No. Do I remember wearing one for a period of time? Yeah, that part of my life I do remember.
Do you know where my wedding ring came from? I don't think it exists anymore. Remember a place in West Des Moines called Service Merchandise?
I was anticipating. I love the way you are a constant veer. You're a constant, like, I'm always leaning one direction and you constantly are yanking. I love it. I really was like, I thought you were going to be like, have you ever heard of Estonia? My ring was mined from a monk's ass in Estonia. It came from Service Merchandise. At a mall in West Des Moines, Iowa.
I think Service Merchandise was like its own store.
Okay.
It was like Sam's Club before Sam's Club. It's like, you can go to Service Merchandise.
So it was like it wasn't a jewelry store, obviously.
No, it was like they had a bunch of stuff, but they had a jewelry counter, and I put on this ring, and they're like, we can have that, or you can do the comfort fit, which is like rounded on the inside. And I go, I like that. It's only $50 more.
That's an extra $8, and you said, give me the original.
Thought about it, but I like the way this one felt.
Now, hold on. It is that actual ring?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
This is 33 years old.
So then can I ask, what was the ring that you lost in the snowbank in Wisconsin?
This is it. We found it.
Oh, that's right. You went back and got it.
Yeah. Remember, Anjanette saw the glimmering light shining through the snow and was like, there it is. There it is.
That was a sign that you were supposed to take it back. Can you imitate the open-handed slap, limp-wristed fighting style that you...
Is that what you're looking for?
The way the ring had to have flown off. I like the way you're not doing it with that hand in fear that it may. He's looking at his hand.
I'm still trying to figure out how it flew off.
That just looked like the first time you do acid with somebody, and they're like, what's going on? They're like, my hand's in 7 places. Oh, just wait.
We have a Stanley Cup champion. Carolina wins the Stanley Cup. They beat Vegas yesterday 4-0, winning the series 4-2. Because the NBA Finals were maybe, you had the story of New York, did the Stanley Cup take a back seat this year?
Yeah.
I love playoff hockey, but it
do
just, or was it the two teams, Vegas and Carolina?
That might have something to do with it, Trav. I don't know. I think this is one of those conversations that just, if you're a hockey fan, this conversation hurts.
It does.
It's got to be like, man, are you kidding me? We had a great Stanley Cup Finals. Fantastic. Those games were amazing, insane. And did it take a back seat? It did. It did. Does it seem like, at least in my world, is hockey kind of, not dying off? That's the wrong word for it. Does it take a back seat? It does. And these games were happening in the background, unfortunately. So I don't know, Trav, what teams would make it? What would it take?
I think if you threw the Islanders in there, I think if you
if it was New York team, or if you think it's the market?
Hell, a Canadian team that you've heard of, like you threw Montreal in there, you threw Edmonton in there.
That would
I do think the market plays a factor in it. You threw Chicago in there. If you had the Blackhawks in there, especially locally, I think it changes the dynamic. You go Carolina.
Think if Minnesota made it to the Stanley Cup Finals, we'd be more engaged.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I hope so. I hope that you're right, and I hope we get a chance to find out.
Jordan Stahl wins the Conn Smythe Trophy. He becomes the oldest player to ever do so. He's 37 years old. He had 5 goals in 6 games, or rather 6 goals in 5 games.
Wow.
I know they played 6, but he didn't play. He didn't score last night.
37.
37.
Oldest to win it, you said?
Yep. And then also the longest in between his cups. So he won a cup 17 years ago, I believe, with Pittsburgh. And then,
Trav, do you remember me sending you the Jaromir Jagr stat?
Yes, because what is it? It's like you can go back like 50 or 60 years.
Not quite that long. Not
42, was it?
Not quite that. 43, I believe. I believe it's 43 years. You can go back to the 1983 Stanley Cup. And every Stanley Cup winner from 1983 through 2026, there is a Jaromir Jagr teammate. Jaromir Jagr shared the locker room with somebody that won the Stanley Cup from and he didn't even start playing until 1990. But a dude that he was on, that he played with in his years with the Penguins at the beginning of his career, had won several cups before. This year I think he was pretty much guaranteed to add that 43rd year because he had a teammate on both a former teammate in both locker rooms.
That's crazy.
Wild.
You have your mark on that many cups. It's like this, 6 or 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon? We're at the 7 degrees of Jaromir Jagr now. But it's actually, that'd be 1 degree because you played with him at some point. Wow. Who has the time to go find that stat?
I think it's one of those. I don't know. I don't know where that. And I just saw it for the first time, and I shared it with some of my hockey buddies. In fact, one of my friends is a huge Penguins fan, and he was even like, "I'd never heard that." So, one of those things I follow, EV Hand Sports or something like that, is the guy that he does all this weird stuff. Really fun.
Of course, baseball is coming to Las Vegas on a full-time basis in, I believe, 2028. The A's played 2 series in Las Vegas at the minor league stadium last week. Played the Cubs and the Rockies. 102 runs scored, Ross, in those games. 102 runs. Yesterday, in a game against the Rockies, which scored a franchise-high 23 runs, in the game, there were 32 runs, 39 hits, 19 extra base hits, and 76 total bases. Those are incredible numbers. And they're like, the heat, the thin air. Will this be a sign of things to come when they move into their stadium? Now, it's going to be a dome stadium, so you have some temperature control in there. But that's insane.
Did you see the part about the game against the Brewers?
No.
So in the Brewers game, on Monday night. 15-14 in a 12-inning game, 11 home runs. And that was in one game.
That would kind of be a fun game to be at, right? Or would you rather see a 1-0 pitch fest?
I mean, my mood changes on those. I guess every now and again, it's fun to see something like that. Your question is this something we're going to see in Las Vegas? I'm too dumb to know where's heavy air and thin air and all that. I understand Colorado. It would seem to me like, oh, you're in the desert floor. Yeah, then that's got to be the thick air, right? No, apparently the ball flies out in the desert also. Is what we saw an outlier? Because it can happen where you get a series of bad pitching and good hitting and guys are seeing the ball. Is it indicative of the atmosphere and what's going to happen when you're in a dome as you're playing outside? I don't know any of this stuff. I know that that's a lot of offense. 11 home runs?
32 runs yesterday. And I said the Cubs. I think I meant the Brewers, but because they played the Rockies, 39 hits, 19 extra base hits.
That was a very Joe Biden sentence you just had there. Wait a minute. What did you just say? They were playing the Rockies. It was the A's and Rockies, right?
But you mentioned the Brewers game. I think earlier I said they played two series, the Cubs and the Rockies. I think it was the Brewers. Sorry, didn't mean to go Joe Biden on you.
When they have it when it's a dome, I feel like that's going to could change all of it.
I'm with you.
Hope it doesn't mean anything. Hope they get it figured out so the A's have a town. Not the Oakland A's. It's not the California A's. It's not the Sacramento A's. It's not the Las Vegas A's. It's just the Athletics.
Right now.
Yeah.
Hope they keep that name, too. I don't think there's any plans to change the A's.
They can't get rid of the A's. Well,
I'm with you.
Stupid of me to
Can't
say
get rid
this.
of
They can do whatever they want to do.
Can't get rid of the colors either. You got to keep the green, yellow, and the white.
Bears aren't in Chicago anymore. We can do whatever. They're all fair
in
game.
Chicago. They're just in a
it's
suburb.
all fair game. Nope. Indiana Bears.
They're just in a suburb. They're 25 miles from downtown Chicago. Kansas City's, they're in Kansas City, but Kansas City, Kansas. Or soon will be.
Up is down. It's crazy. Our pets' heads are falling off.
College World Series continues in Omaha. Yesterday, Troy beat Ole Miss 12-8. Ole Miss has been eliminated from the College World Series. North Carolina beat West Virginia 5-2. So North Carolina stays alive in the winner's bracket. They won't play until Wednesday. West Virginia will play Troy tomorrow in an elimination game, and the winner of that will play North Carolina again. Today at the College World Series, you have Alabama taking on Texas. That's going to be a 1 o'clock game. And then the winner's bracket game tonight, Oklahoma takes on Georgia.
That's the one you're going to be at Oklahoma, Georgia?
I'm going to be at Oklahoma, Georgia tonight.
You said last night we kind of flew by this earlier. You said you were down at the College World Series yesterday, but you didn't actually go to the game.
On Friday,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is that pretty common for you to do that? Just go down and kind of enjoy that atmosphere and be around it?
Lately it has been. I mean, if I have a ticket, I'll go in, but I didn't have a ticket and nobody was offering me any. And I'm like, we had a client tent down there. So it was like, hey, I mean, it was free beer, free food. You had 20-foot screens. You're like, this is just as much fun. So I can just hang out and watch the game that way. Anjanette came down and spent our wedding anniversary together. I said, hey, if you don't come down, we're probably not going to spend our wedding anniversary together. So she came down and hung out with me. I give you a headache when it comes to my wife, don't I?
It's mind-boggling to me that the lady stuck around. It's
mind-boggling to me, too.
What's that? The World Cup, that does remind me of those World Cup parties that I was seeing, Trav. What you experienced on Friday going down there for the College World Series. World Cup... would you have known the World Cup was happening being down at the College World Series? Was there
No, none whatsoever.
None at all, huh? Okay.
None whatsoever.
Right. Interesting.
Matter of fact, Chris Meharry just sent me a bunch of photos from the Fong's event on Friday night. Good crowd at Fong's with Atlanta Coca-Cola Bottling Company and Fong's. And they're going to do that again this Friday for Team USA as they play their second game. But that's a really, really nice crowd that they had.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of that. Now, I was I hung out with Bruno a little bit on Saturday night. I got to see him. We went to, we both ended up at XBK to see the Curse of Hail.
Yes. You sent me Ken Payne's a kid had the earmuffs on.
I got such a great photo. Ken, again, Curse of Hail is these guys are a heavy metal rock band. They kick ass. And our buddy Ken Payne is the lead singer of them, and so we're down there supporting. Bruno was there, got to hang out with him for a minute. Eli loves the music, and so Eli was there enjoying it. And it was the first time that Ken's son was able to watch him. First time his kids, I should say, were there. And we happened to go up and see his wife, Sarah, and the kids. And while they were rocking out, I got a good photo of his kid. So anyway,
back to the World Cup. We touched upon this briefly last week. I'm not going to sit in my house and watch the World Cup by myself. The only way I'm going to watch the World Cup is if I'm in that group atmosphere, because that's where the energy is going to be. I don't think you get energy from watching a soccer game by yourself. I could be wrong. Yeah. I'm making an assumption here. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but for me, I'm going to need to feed off that energy to become entertained by it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and it's funny because even Tyler says he definitely needs the atmosphere. I think it helps. Don't think it helps. It definitely does more than help. If you are not interested in soccer, you can find yourself wrapped up in it when you're in a group like that, and that really is the way to experience it. I would say you can do it by yourself if you're. It's kind of like watching any other game. You can get into it and get involved and all that, but does it help to be in those big crowds? Look at those pictures that Meharry is sharing, or from any of those events or gatherings that are happening. You can see it. It's a lot of fun to do that. Friday nights, that's the thing to do.
Tyler goes, I'll watch the other 45 games by myself. I won't watch any of the other games. If Team USA is not playing, I'm not watching. More power to you, Tyler. That's just not my thing. Don't mean to be disrespectful.
I don't think that fans find it that way. But you're right. Going to a group like that enhances the experience, definitely.
Johnny says this. I'm not a soccer fan, but the World Cup is different, and I really enjoy it. Is the World Cup kind of like the Olympics? We don't care about swimming. We don't really care about track and field. We don't care about gymnastics. Outside of that, is as much as soccer is popular across the world, with most Americans, is it going to be every 4 years?
There's that element to it, Travis. Whatever that is, that nationalism, the pride, you feel like you're a part of something bigger. There's an Olympic part of it that applies. It's the Girl Scout cookie thing. It comes around every once in a while, and so we can all be excited about it when it does come around because it's going to go away. I think there's an element of that.
Racing for Pink says, I'm a loner soccer fan. There isn't anyone around me that knows enough about soccer to watch it.
That's good. I like it.
See, but that's the arrogance, right? And I don't mean that in a mean way. It's kind of like a craft beer drink, or a bourbon snob. Well, you don't understand the notes of this bourbon. Can't you just watch it? And do they need to be knowledgeable to be around you?
Travis, what kind of wine do you like?
Red.
Okay. All right.
I'm partial to Italian reds, but if you ask me, I'm going to drink a red.
Everybody does this little gatekeeping thing. And it's okay. And it's why I don't even think, I think he's at least aware of it. Like, man, I don't like listening to people that don't know the game and are yelling when we're passing the ball backwards because we're not attacking. I I won't hate him for that. At least he's aware of what his tolerance is.
That's fair.
I think everybody does gatekeeping on stuff. Some people do it with music. Oh, you're a Fish fan? Pff, name 5 songs. No, I meant I just like to hang out and be around the music and play disc golf. Sorry.
Get the disc golf reference in there. I like all sorts of music. I like all sorts of wine. I like Portuguese wine. I like I'm not a big California guy, but a good Pinot from Washington.
Yeah.
I try not to gatekeep, but you're right. We're all probably
everybody
guilty
does
of
it with stuff, right?
All right, folks. So here's what's coming up this week. We've got the start of our Hour with the ADs series that starts tomorrow. We're going to start with Brian Harden. He's going to be on with us from 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock. Megan Franklin's going to be with us from you and I on Wednesday. And next week we have Beth Getz and we have Jamie Pollard. So we get a full hour with the ADs. We think we hope and we think these are going to be engaging conversations. Lots of stuff to talk about. Every university has its different issues and also looking towards the future. Drake has different problems and solutions than you and I, and same with Iowa and Iowa State. I'm looking forward to these. I hope you are too. Not often we get a full hour with the ADs, and it's nice of them to give their time. So, Ross, I hope you're looking forward to them.
I am really looking forward to this. I think we're going to learn something from each one of them, and I'm excited to have that long time to really get into stuff. There's a lot to learn. We know so little about what these guys do, and girls. We got 2 women, 2 men, so it's not like we just talk about guys. I'm sorry about that. There is a lot to learn from each one of them. They've got a different perspective on stuff, different challenges, and I think that's going to be the fun thing to talk about. Is like, what don't we know about what it is that you do? I've always found that fascinating with Brian and Jamie are the 2 that we've talked to the most there. What their job is on a yearly basis changes so much from the stuff that we think it is. So anyway, I'm excited to explore that. Thanks for setting this up.
And again, Brian Harden will kick things off tomorrow at 7 o'clock. He'll be on with us until 8 o'clock. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that as well. All right, that's going to wrap up today's show. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. What we're going to talk about? I don't know. We never know. Hopefully,
whatever Anjanette screws up today.
Yeah, whatever
right?
Anjanette screws up.
Yeah.
Don't forget to send us your dadisms for the Dad's Distilled Wisdom for your chance at those barreled rings from Fiscus Jewelers, and Freedom Feast from the Iowa Fireworks Farm. Your chance for, you get the $800 package from Iowa Fireworks Farm. You get the Weber Grill from the Ace Hardware in Ankeny and Johnston, and the barbecue bundle pack from the Des Moines Bacon Company. Send us your patriotic photos either through social media or just email me, Travis@therushladio.com. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. Bye-bye, everybody.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City. We can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City. All this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Here at Willis Infinity, we have some exciting new things going on, starting with the all-new QX65. We currently have 2 on the ground and more on their way. On top of that, we have all-new 2027 QX60s with rates as low as 2.9% out to 60 months or $3,500 in retail cash. Also, select models, you can lease it for $899 with just $899 due at signing. And finally, for our flagship, we have 0% out to 60 months on the all-new 2026 QX80 or up to $10,000 in retail cash. For more information on these exciting new models and more, visit us online at willisinfinity.com or stop by our...
With the Iowa Lottery's new Millionaire for Life game, you could win $1 million a year for life. That could make you a My Dream Job is No Job millionaire. A front row tickets to every show millionaire. A hire a personal glam squad for you and your bestie millionaire.
Yep, a little further.
Or just to never run out of your favorite pickles millionaire. With Millionaire for Life from the Iowa Lottery,
And these.
you can change your life for life. Play today.
Your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Coming up now, Travis, Ross, and at least one opinion that will get somebody mad online.